What's up?
What's up, Jack?
You look like you're about to cry.
Do I?
A little bit, yeah.
So you said that, and I don't feel upset or anything, but I feel like a little bit of wetness in my eyes. I don't know why.
Like you're on the brink.
A little bit for no reason. I feel fine. I'm a little tired, maybe.
Dude, the other day I made a cuz I'm gambling again. It's working out
Uh-huh.
right now. Right now I'm doing well.
Huge.
But I had a team it was like you can get like a 50% like profit boost or some shit. And I was like hype. So
Yeah, that's sick.
I made a little two-leg parlay. And then the Mavericks blew a 20-point lead
Oh my
and I
god.
lost it and I almost cried.
Damn.
I was sitting there and I was looking at it and I was like, "Oh my fucking god."
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know why, but I almost cried. Like legit, I felt it in my bones.
Crazy. How do you blow a 20-point lead?
I mean it's not the worst thing in the way it happens.
I
But
guess so.
but
But,
it's
come
really who else blew a 20-point lead were the fucking Pistons. They have lost 28 straight games of basketball. It's so funny. They are now tied for the longest losing streak in American sports history.
Oh my god.
or like the big four sports.
Yeah,
Are we in the episode, by the way?
I think so.
Like we were talking and then but we kind of like didn't I feel like we didn't have a start point. Like we did, but we didn't,
I mean, the start point is whenever we start talking.
I mean, yeah.
We're in Pod of the
We're
Dead.
in Pot of the Dead.
What's up, guys? Hello.
Hey guys.
I gotta be honest. I haven't really stopped to take inventory for a bit. I feel empty right now. I just got nothing.
Yeah, because you've been doing one thing.
Yeah, I feel empty right now. I feel empty, and I also want to be playing zombies.
But you've entirely like cut yourself off from the rest of the world for like a week.
It hasn't been
Obviously not Christmas.
I haven't even been
I feel like I'm dark and I shouldn't be. Am I? I feel like
it might
am I
just be
good?
it might just be the shirt.
It might just be the
I
shit.
I think it's just the shirt, and
That
so
checks
it looks
out.
a little bit
Yeah.
darker than usual. I haven't
isn't
even
cough.
I haven't been grinding as hard, or I haven't been playing as much as I feel like I would have liked to,
Mhm.
up to this point, especially the first couple days. So for context of what I'm talking about,
Yeah, go ahead. Take a second.
I think I mentioned on the podcast that I would be on a really long break off of work, and for a long time now, I've wanted to replay my Mauer game. I've wanted to play a good long Mauer game, and I figured this was probably the best opportunity I had at that. Any other time, I wouldn't really have long enough without having to use a bunch of vacation days, which I didn't want to have to do just
Yeah.
for a Mauer game. So I decided that now would be the moment. So I started a game. Of course, the day that I decided to start it was Christmas Eve. So I started the game and then immediately went to my parents' place. And then on Christmas Day, I had to go and do stuff with Jack's family. And then I got home and I felt so bad that I just went to sleep immediately. So I really didn't get that much game time in on the first couple days, which kind of messed up on that, but also I just wanted to get the game going, you know?
What round were you on at that point? By the because you didn't really play on very much at all on Christmas, I'd assume.
No, because I felt so
What
bad.
what round were you on when it was paused?
I don't know, probably 200 something, maybe.
All right.
What?
That's just you're just on around 200.
Something. I mean, it doesn't take that long. The strat's fast.
I know. It's just you're on around 200. You know, no biggie.
Not in Cold War.
No biggie.
Yeah, in Cold War, it doesn't mean shit. The speed run for 200 is fucking 2 hours or something.
And now and at this time at 1:58 p.m. on Friday, December 29th, what round are you on?
I believe I paused on 727.
Kill yourself.
What?
I hate you.
Dude, I'm the further I've gotten into this game, the more upset that I've gotten, because very early on, while I was still kind of like just getting my bearings with Cold War again, first like I was like in the hundreds or maybe 200s or something. I took a down, and I was like, okay, whatever, not a big deal. Like, I'm gonna take downs in this game, not a big deal.
Yeah.
I have one down. I have died one time. If it weren't for a stupid down early on, I would be flawless right now, and I am a little bit upset about it.
Do you have a timer?
No, but I looked at the recording times. Those aren't like super accurate.
Oh, you're recording it as well?
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
The goal with this by the end of it is if it's a good enough game to submit it to ZWR, so I have to have the footage.
So, are you going to be number one?
Like in terms of what?
I don't know.
Like,
Because you're going.
There is one thing that I will almost guaranteed be number one on if I get 935.
Right, because you're going to 935. That's the
goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
I hate you.
If I get,
Just wanted to say it again.
if I get to 935, then I will be the first person to have a PC game of Mauer der Toten to hit 935. I will be the second person to get a 935 on PC in all of Cold War.
That's fucked up, bro.
So if, like, I'm not really worried about dying out of the game anymore. I've had a couple of close calls where I've, like, kind of almost gone down, but, like, even the close calls weren't really that bad. It was just kind of like I got hit a couple more times than I thought I would, and I was like, oh, well, that could have been bad. Or, like, everyone out of armor.
How close are you going to be on time?
Like, in terms of
like
how long I have on the break?
What's your estimate on no. On like how much in-game time it's going to take you?
Oh,
like are you going to be close here? Where are you?
I'm not gonna get the 935 speed run or whatever. I don't know how that's gonna line up necessarily, because I think in terms of the raw footage, not counting like pauses and all that, I think I'm at like 40-ish hours of like recorded time.
So are you? And
the
then
speed run in raw in-game time is like 55 hours.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. And you're like, I don't know how the math works out on like, like round 80 is halfway to 100.
Yeah, I am definitely over the halfway hump now.
Okay.
I know by the end of the game you have around 950,000 kills ish, and I'm sitting at like, what am I at right now? Like, I think I'm at like 580,000 or something. So I've still got some game ahead of me. I've still got some game.
All right. Also, me saying I hate you is not about you're doing well in zombies and it upsets me. It is you have made yourself entirely unavailable on your break, and I hate you for it.
That's fair. It's fair, but also this is the only time that I have to do this.
Yeah.
I think. Really.
Yeah. Now that there is just like fuck all to do, because like Fish is doing fish things. Ox has been sick.
Yeah.
Ollie's all right. Lethal Company is kind of mid.
Really? You think it's mid?
I think it's mid. At least when I played. Maybe it's just I fucking like. It's one of those games where for it to be fun, I don't feel like you can be any good at it at all. But like Ox and Sober know what they're doing, and it's just not fun. We just walk in and they go, "Oh, we got this guy. We do this thing now," and I go, "Okay."
Yeah, you might have gotten in on it a little bit late. The one time I played it, I had fun with it.
Yeah, I was like, I want to run it with like me, you, Ollie, and maybe just run R4. Me, you, Ollie, Fish.
Yeah,
I think
fun.
We'd have fun.
I think at this point, Fish also kind of knows what he's doing.
I mean, kind of, but he was mostly just kind of sitting there when we were doing it. It was mostly just, especially dude fucking Sober, just like goes in and does it every time. And I'm like, oh. But dude, there's so many times where like, I'll just die. And that's just it. where like I'll be walking around and then I'll hear like a couple of steps and I'm like, oh, and then all of a sudden I'm being eaten, and and I didn't even see the thing that attacked me before I died. I'm dead now, and now I'm talking to Jig.
I don't know, dude. The first time I loaded in, the first level I rolled up to, I walked into the building. I was with everyone, and then there was a jump. I went for the jump, died immediately, and then like 2 minutes later, everyone was like, "Yo, have you guys heard Sky? What happened?" And I was just sitting there in the death comms laughing.
Yeah, I haven't missed a jump yet. I did not die our first game. I think our second game. So I remember I died twice early. I think that the first time I died, I just got by like. No, okay, yeah, that's why I was fucking irritated, because the first 3 times I died, the first time I just fell into water. I just fell into water and was dead. And I did not know that water killed me. I did not know I was falling into water. I knew that I was going down, and then Ox went, "Bye, Jack." And I was like, "Oh." And then all of a sudden I wasn't there anymore. The second time I died, Ox stepped on a proximity mine in front of me. He just blew himself up and killed me. And the third time I died, it was Fish killing me at the fucking selling thing with the goddamn thing. And I was just like, oh.
No, that one's funny. Getting somebody with that the first time they play.
But also, I don't know. It just fucking, like, every time I died, it just felt like, oh. Like, it for me, it was never a funny thing. It was just, oh, I'm dead now. And like, okay. And it just always kind of irritated me.
I don't know. I think that's just a you thing, because that happened to me a few times when I was playing, and I thought it was funny every time. When I just died to something stupid that I didn't understand, I was just like, oh my fucking god.
No, I don't know. It was always just like maybe it's just that kind of game, and it just happens to me, and that's how I respond, because I got like it. I don't know. Also, like, there's been times where I'm just like out in the open, and then that big fucking giant grabs me, and I'm just like, I mean, what am I supposed, like, 'cause I'm also alone. There's no one like with me, so what am I? It's not funny for anybody else. No one's like with me as I'm getting grabbed by this dude. And then I'm like walking out with Sober, and then I'm just eaten by a dog. And Sober's just crouching, walking away, and I'm like, "Oh, I guess I can't participate anymore." And it just irritates me, because I want to participate in the game and I can't. And that shit pisses me off. It's just it's not fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have that experience when I played it.
Yeah, maybe I would otherwise, but fuck Sober.
Dude, there was one situation when I was playing, when I first ran into one of the coil heads.
Is that the fucker?
That's the Weeping Angel.
Oh yeah, those guys, dude.
Those fucking things.
Dude, I had one where I was feeling good because I was me, Ollie, and Jig. Ollie had just got in the game as well, and Jig like to me, Jig was Jig was my favorite person to be around, because he like had enough of an understanding of the game, but was also kind of going, you know. So I liked being with Jig, and so me, Ollie, and Jig are walking around, and we see the fucking guy, and Jig is like, "Okay, we have a teleporter. I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna teleport you both out. Jack, you need you to stand here and just keep looking at him." And I'm looking at him, and as I'm looking at him, like, Jig has been gone at this point for like a minute and a half, so I know, I'm like, okay, he's about to get there. I'm close. Is it a bracket? What is that thing called?
I don't know.
It's that I said that, and did you like remember them saying something that was similar?
I think it's like a bracket.
As I'm staring at it, a bracket and a spider come out from next to it. And I can't do anything, and I die. And as and when it comes out of the thing, Ollie is actively being teleported, so I was actively being teleported as I died. So I missed it by like a second or two. But then also, When I came, like when it, like, I went away from Oliver, and I, like, or when Oliver was teleported back into the main thing, was already dead because there was a dog in the room. So I was like, well, it didn't matter.
That's
And
pretty
that one I thought was pretty funny. But dude, like the fucking Nutcracker just shoots me, and like I don't know. But I saw a clip with fucking Goku in the game, bro. I thought that was funny as shit. You just turn around and Goku's standing there, bro. That's funny as hell.
Okay, are you good now?
Yeah.
Are you done? I had a story of my own that I was
Yeah.
gonna tell, and then you
Sorry
just...
for just continually talking. You kill yourself.
I was
I
like,
gotta get back to that too.
what?
Never mind. We'll come back to it.
Okay. I was just gonna say, when I was playing, I ran into a coil head at one point, and it was me and Ox, and we were both just like, oh shit, okay, let's go. We were both just trying to like stare at it and get by, and then at some point, Ox just stopped talking, like he just disappeared, and I was just like, Ox, what happened? Ox, where'd you go? And so I didn't know if he died or if he, like, left me. I didn't think he left me. I was like, oh, he must have fucking died somehow. Oh, God. So I was just there with a coil head. Just, like, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was doing. At one point, I backed up into a jump. I had to make a jump. Like, I turned around and turned back with the coil head, like, on top of me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life.
It's fucked up.
And then that was a dead end, so I had to go back the other way. And I was just like, oh my god, oh my god. And then after, like, what felt like fucking 10 minutes of just being alone, it was probably actually like 2 minutes or something, I heard Jig's voice, and I was just like, oh my god, Jig, help me. Ox just disappeared, what happened? And then Jig came in, and he just, like, led me to the exit. And I was just like, oh my god. Like, I felt like such a fucking hero for surviving through it. It wasn't that serious, but I just felt so, like... I was traumatized, bro. It was horrifying. And then we got out of that, and Ox respawned, and he was just like, yeah, I was just staring, and I fell off the side of the map and died. And that was it. Like, he just walked back off an edge.
Yeah, me and I just walking around fucking... just like in the area, just exploring. They gotta put shit around.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I like just walking around. Dude, I don't think I got killed by the bees once. I think Jig got killed by the bees, and I just legged it right through him. But I did not know where I was going, so that bit I thought was funny. I was just walking around in nothingness because I had sprinted away from the bees and not without knowing where I was going, just going, help, please, I don't know where I'm going. And then I found like a little bridge, and then I found the main area. But I was scared. I did not know what was happening.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Lethal Company has been pretty fun. I had kind of like I kind of just completely avoided it for a while. Like, I just didn't care at all about it. Like, it was becoming a big thing, and I was just like like ignoring it basically. And as soon as I started playing it, I was like, oh, I understand why this is like it's, I mean this not in like a negative way at all, but it feels like a YouTube bait game almost.
I can see that.
Like YouTuber scary bait of like it's designed almost in a way that facilitates
for a Markiplier video.
Yeah, like it's made for like clip farming.
Yeah, that's the game. It is a clip farm game.
And that I mean that not at all in a negative way. I think like a game that is designed to facilitate funny moments between your friends, it's fucking great. Like, that's sick. Like, it pulls it off very well too. Like, it's just really good.
Yeah,
Well-made game.
Maybe it was just like the vibes going into it. Like our vibes were not like goofy funny vibes. It was like it was like fishes down to play it. We have to make a move right now, and then like Ox wasn't feeling great. Ollie hit like Ollie got on after a bit, and then when he got on, he got bad luck. He got just like bad luck into auto death, bad luck into auto death, bad luck into auto, like 3 straight games.
Yeah, it sucks.
And and then like Sober was just going and succeeding at the game, and Ox was just like leading me into death. And I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably a big part of it. You just didn't have the vibes with the group.
Maybe I'm not like against playing it ever again. Like, you know, I understand that people are having fun playing it, but I don't know.
You just gotta go in with the right like vibes.
Yeah.
I think that's probably part of it. Is it definitely when I first played it, it hit a little bit different. I went in knowing what the game was, and I was like, this is gonna be silly, goofy, and then everyone kind of was like, they're taking it a little bit seriously. Like there were some encounters where we would go in and Ox was just like, oh, I hear a bad guy, I'm not dealing with that, and then we just turned out and walked away.
Yeah, that's what
We're
we
just like,
that's
"Fuck
what we
that."
did every single time. Like there was no, oh, there's that, we'll do something. It was just, okay, turn around and leave. Do not interact with it. That's what it was every time. And like there were some things that were like some, like I didn't even know what it was. Like me, Ollie, and Jig were like down in the room with the expensive thing, the last thing, whatever the fuck it's called.
Like, core.
Yeah, the thing that's like all the power turns off.
Yep.
Where like Jig like fucking cut bait and let it away. And then in pitch black I had to carry the fucking thing out. I had no idea where anything was. Everybody had disappeared. I was pretty sure Ollie was dead, because me and Ollie had both sat in the room, and all of a sudden Ollie had just completely disappeared. I was like, I gotta go. Like, I can't just wait here. And that was pretty fun. But it was just, I don't know, vibes were pretty low. Maybe if we come in with like, I'm gonna go stop that guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fucking get him.
Yeah, we gotta just not turn around whenever we hear something. It's like, oh, there's a guy, let's get him.
Yeah, dude. And then there was one thing where I was in a room where like it was like, this shit was kind of irritating. Where like everybody was like around me, and I could kind of hear everybody, but no one was really talking to me. You know, everybody was kind of like just doing their own shit.
Yep.
And then there was that one guy that's like hooking up into the ceilings and shit. Yeah. And then he just latched onto my face and I died while everybody was around me just doing their own shit. And I was just like, oh. I don't know, just so much of it was just, oh, I get, okay. It feels like a Roblox game. It's crazy. I don't know if it's just me, like my understanding of the feel of Roblox games coming from how the people around me are reacting to it, because they're like, I know how they react to Roblox games, but it feels like a Roblox game.
Do you know?
No. Why would I know? I don't know anything.
The dev was a Roblox dev.
Fucking course he was, bro. This is just doors. Like, it's just doors, but with selling shit.
This is definitely not just doors. This is a very different game.
Obviously,
it's such a different game. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What on earth are you saying?
I mean, what I'm saying is, you go through an area. You and a group are pushing through an area. Playing the game and succeeding at the game is understanding that there are a couple different things that come at you that you have to know how to avoid. Otherwise, you will die. Right?
I mean, I guess so. I feel like that's like most horror games.
I mean, maybe
like the everything else about it surrounding it is like completely different.
Obviously. I'm really stretching here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like at a fundamental gameplay level, the concepts are very similar.
I guess so. That feels like a reductive way to look at it, but whatever.
It feels. I look at things in reductive ways. Like
that's true.
That's what I do.
You're a very reductive guy.
Yeah.
You walk into a room and it gets a little bit less good.
Yeah, dude. It's okay, dude. So the other day, I DM'd you about it. I was on Twitter, and this fucking I don't. So the other day I was high on the toilet and I saw like a tweet and I responded to it. I don't remember what it was, but it was like I was like a super short response. Just like I don't remember what it was, but I was like, whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna reply to it because I feel like it. And the next day, I saw a different thing where like it was just like a Packer thing. Some dude was like, everybody's saying that Jordan Love's playing with guys that are injured, but who's actually injured? And then I was like, well, this guy's injured. Like a lot of people are actually injured. Like this is actually a thing. And I added some snarky shit onto the end because I felt like it. And then I was like, no, this guy might have been asking a question. He might have just been proposing a genuine thing where that he was like, I don't know, explain this to me. Like, that could very well be a thing. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, let me do a bit of a background check to make sure. Clicked on his profile, and his profile was like Christian, father, Packer fan. And I was like, okay, fuck you. Right? But whatever. This is a guy that could be asking a genuine question. And I like gave him a full list. And then he was like, this is what I mean, man. None of these, like, Aaron Jones has, like, barely even missed these games. And he was just saying shit that was blatantly false. Just entirely a lie. So I just said, kill yourself. God, and then all of a sudden I closed Twitter and I opened it back up and it was like, verify your email account. And then every time I would enter email, it was like, it's already linked. So now I'm banned. And then I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done with Twitter. I took Twitter off my browser, like my new tab. It was gone. I took it off of my thing. I was like, this is my attempt. Twitter's bad. It's a bad app. I'm hoping that I'm done. So 4 hours later, I open up Twitter again.
Yep.
And it's on like the other account that I have, which is just like my name. And I was like, run it back.
Yeah, and then I'm sitting here laughing because Jack sent me that DM. I think I was asleep when he sent it, so I didn't respond. And then like a few hours later, just in the middle of the day, I went and checked my Twitter and I had a notification. And it was just a gray profile picture. Jackson Sisk has followed you. And I was just like, okay.
Dude, and I'm telling you, the new Twitter experience is like the worst thing that's ever happened. Shocking. The amount of times that it's been like, Maine has taken Trump off the ballot. Here's why this is treason. I don't care. I have blocked 30 accounts and hit not interested in the post every single time. It doesn't listen ever. I just have to keep blocking until there's no more accounts left.
Yeah, dude, I've started blocking any advertisement that I see. Dude, like any ad.
Like I want to kill myself. It's awful. Like it's like genuinely like it says like thank you for your feedback and we'll try to make your timeline better. Lie, blatant every time. I'm begging you to not show me this political shit. Every other tweet I see is about Maine or about fucking Colorado taking him off the ballot or about how the liberals are lying or about how the Republicans are lying. I don't want to see either of it. I don't care. I'm on the liberal side or I'm on the blue side. I like them. But I don't want to see any of it. It sucks and it makes me upset. And then I'll see some fucking pro-Palestine shit and I'm like, cool, pro-Palestine, but I also don't want to see that. So I hit not interested, and then it's like, oh, so anti-Palestine then. So Hamas is horrible.
So you support Israel?
Fucking Israel's cool, and we should nuke Palestine. Like it's every other thing, and it won't ever stop, and I just want it to go away. And like, dude, and I'm done. I might be done with Twitter. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to see this shit.
You should get rid of Twitter,
dude. My hope and my goal. Right now, I'm not looking at it on my computer anymore. I've taken it off the bookmark.
I feel like on the computer is the less bad.
I know, but
I guess if you're trying to just like take steps,
taking steps.
It's still something.
This is a multi-step process, and right now I'm taking it off and it's off of there. But oh my god, I can't stand it. I just want to look at fucking basketball, bro. I just want to see Tyrese Halliburton putting up a 20-20-0 game. That's all I want to look at. What are you looking at?
What, like right now?
Yeah, you just started going.
I don't know, man. My eyes are like glazing over right now. Why?
Yeah, that's what you were doing. I was looking at you, and you were just not looking at me at all. You were staring straight through me. There was nothing.
Dude, I've been in the zombies game for so long. I got the 1,000-yard stare.
You got the 727-yard stare, bro. It's over.
Dude, I honestly, if I walk back into my room and it says server disconnected, I won't even be upset.
Yeah.
Honestly, right now, I'm in kind of like a no-lose situation where if the game ends through something, I'm just like, it's a little bit sad. I'm gonna be like, damn, that sucks. But also, nothing I could do about it, I guess, other than maybe play a little bit more earlier when the game was around.
Mm-hmm.
I played a pretty good game of Mauer. I absolutely obliterated my old PB. Did it with way less downs.
Yeah.
Feel pretty good about that. And then if the game goes all the way, then
it went all the way.
Yeah. It's something that I'm thinking about of like, I'm not going to be upset if the game ends before 935, but I won't be happy with it unless I get 935.
Yeah. If you hit 935, the box is fully checked.
Yeah.
There is no reason other than it is fun to come back.
Yeah,
You've achieved all you can achieve.
The thing is, I think if I don't hit 935, I'm still probably not going to come back after this. I don't see myself running another game.
Yeah.
I'll probably run other maps at some point. There are other like high rounds I want to get.
Yeah.
I don't think I play Mauer again.
Yeah.
I don't think I play any of the other Cold War maps either, because the other ones are a lot slower than this.
Yeah. The other day we were talking, and they were like, dude, you should cut the power specifically to Sky's room and then ask Sky to hop on a game. And I like that'd be really funny. If like your power mysteriously goes out, and then I'm like, dude, that sucks so bad. Hop on gunfights though. That'd be like, hop on. You know, that, like, it could be fun. And
dude, if you cut the power specifically to my shit, I think I probably wouldn't talk to you for a couple days.
Yeah,
I would
reasonable.
I would be like very upset about that.
Yeah, because then I'm deciding that my thing is more important than your thing, and not giving you any input on it.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously super shitty.
But I get to be fair, on my end though, I didn't like talk about that I was gonna start the game beforehand, which I probably could have done.
You could have done that, but also it's like you're doing your own. Like, you're deciding what to do with your time.
Yeah.
Again,
which is why I still did it. I didn't feel it, because it's also like I said before, this is my opportunity to do it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I could maybe run it next year during Christmas.
But then we're here again next Christmas.
Yeah,
you know,
like it's just the same thing.
It's like this is like, I'm irritated about it, but like fucking you're a fucking gamer about it, and it's all good.
Yeah.
Like
also like, because if I get this as well, then we can say we're a world record podcast, which
fucking true.
Benefits both of us.
That's true. World record holding podcast.
Yeah.
Also,
and just the being able to say that I was the first person to do something on Cold War, even if it's not something like being specifically the first PC player to get a 935 isn't like a crazy accomplishment, but it's still like nobody. The highest PC round is like 848 or something an hour.
So you'll break it by like a lot.
I will pass it by quite a bit if I get it.
Yeah,
my kind of short-term goal pre-935 is just like beat the highest PC round. If I can do that, I think in terms of like number placements, like there's a fuck ton of people who have a 935 on the map, but in terms of like actual round numbers, I think my game, according to ZWR, is a top like 8 or 9 Mauer game right now, which is pretty cool.
Dude, it's like the real version of like back in the day when I kept looking up like Shadows of Evil Xbox 360 world records, and I couldn't find like anybody past round like 40.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm the world record holder. And I held that shit, and then I found a game where someone was on like 113, and I was like, I say his shit. Nobody saw it. And so then I held on to it for a little bit longer. Then I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna drop it.
Who cares?
But also, last week was our Christmas app. We uploaded it like the day before Christmas.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of didn't talk about it.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I realized it, I think, like on Christmas. And I was like, wait, we uploaded the podcast yesterday.
Yeah, it's messed up.
I mean, I was fucked because I was bedridden all Saturday, dude. I got up to go to the bathroom at one point, and I was tumbling. I don't know, like my equilibrium was off. I could not walk straight.
Yeah, it's fucked up. We've been very sick.
Yeah, it makes me feel better that you're sick because Mac was like, yeah, Jack, you're fucked up because you don't do anything, so your immune system is fucked, which could still be true. But if you're still also sick, that makes me feel like maybe it isn't just that, you know? Maybe like this shit's just fucking us up.
Yeah, I think it could be a little bit of both. I think my immune system's also not probably the best.
I mean, if you like go to work, you work with a bunch of people who have kids, so their kids do a bunch of stuff, and they.
That's true.
You know, so we're talking like sickness wise. I mean, like you're one layer of separation from people going to school.
I guess so.
I like blaming people and saying that people got you sick who were on the internet. Like me, Ollie, and Ox have been doing that. We've all been sick. We've just been saying that someone else, that one of the other one of us got us sick. It's been funny. I think it's a good bit.
It is a fun bit. Oh, I just going back real quick to you mentioned shadows, and it made me think of something.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how on last episode I talked about how there's like a new high round strat for shadows. Turns out I was wrong on that, actually. I was just looking through. I was looking at some guy's channel who had like the Mauer like 50, 70, and 100 speed run. And I was going through looking at some of his old videos, and he had a video from 10 months ago on Shadows of Evil using the strategy that I was talking about, and he got like a 100 SR on something, and I just missed it. I believe his name is like Ganon Snipes or something. Shout out Ganon Snipes.
Shout out Ganon Snipes.
I don't know if he's the first person to effectively run the strategy in a high round thing, but it's like I knew it was a thing that people had been trying to make work for a while, but for like I thought that the jumpy game that was played was like the first time it had practically been used, which apparently it hadn't. I didn't it being 10 months ago and me seeing that kind of surprised me. I was like, holy fuck.
It's a while ago.
They've been doing this shit. Yeah, I didn't know. I felt like I gotta issue an official Pot of the Dead correction.
Put him in an apology to Ganon Snipes.
Yes.
Why do I know that name? What else did he do?
He just has a bunch of speedruns and shit.
Okay, because
I think he has the Shangri-La record right now. He's got like 248
I might
on
know
BO3. Dude, I really want someone to get fucking 255 on BO3 Shang still.
What? It's BO3 Shang, and it's what? It's like one other map, right?
That's it now.
That's it?
I think that's the last one.
So now it's a battle.
Not really, because nobody's going for it.
But it should.
Nobody gives a fuck.
But it should be a battle.
I mean, maybe it's just a hard map. It's a hard map. It's like the timings work out if you play fast, but to play fast, you have to do like a harder variation of a strategy. It's a tough one.
But it should be a battle because if E255 Shang, I mean, we've beaten the game.
Yeah, I believe. I'm trying to think. Because I'm pretty sure it was like Varuk definitely has one. Chino has one. Noct got one. Yeah,
that Noct game is still fucked up.
That Noct game is one of the most insane BO3 games. It might be the most ridiculous BO3 game that's been played to this point still.
I'd argue it's one of the craziest games of any game played ever. Like blanket video games. I'd argue it's up there.
It's ridiculous.
That like in the conversation, that's our contribution, and people pay attention. You know?
Yeah, like I'm getting fatigued playing out this Mauer game where I'm playing for like at most I think I played probably close to 10 hours yesterday.
Yeah. And that guy was 12 hours a day. That was his full-time job for a month.
Yeah. What was it, like 12 hours a day for all 25 days?
I thought it was for 31.
No, cuz the game like dies after 25, so he had
Oh,
to,
I thought it was I thought it died after 31.
I think it's 25.
Well, the game was a 300-hour game, right?
Yeah.
Max just
Something like
texted me that she's getting her oil changed. Does that mean something else? That sounds like an innuendo.
What
Am I getting cheated on, Sky? Tell me right now.
What do you mean? She's getting her oil changed. What? That's a
Sky,
very normal thing, Jack. What
that
are you talking
it seems
about?
like innuendo, and I'm being cheated on. It's 12 times 25 is 300 hours flat.
Okay, so he was playing. Jesus, man.
It's fucked up.
You're not getting cheated on.
Are you sure?
I'm like 99% sure. I can't say. with
Also,
100%
it'd be really
certainty.
funny if she told me. Like, like imagine cheating on your significant other and then like giving them a heads up beforehand.
That's. Hey, just wanted to let you know. I'm getting my oil changed.
Yeah, catch my drift. like what is
The
that?
person getting the text just sitting there going, "Ugh, figured it was about time."
Yeah,
Damn.
guess I'm not letting her back in.
Guess I'm locking all the doors.
Yeah, dude. So I've been playing GTA 5. I've been playing the story.
Oh, you're playing story.
I'm
Okay.
pushing through because I've never beaten it and I haven't even played that much of it. But dude, there's this bit where you get where there's like one of the like FBI guys is like talking to like the main characters, and he just goes, guys, the government is corrupt. and then all three of the guys are like, no, not the government. And it just like cuts back to all three of them being like, no. And I lost it.
That's really funny.
I thought it was funny as shit. Also, there's a full fucking. It pissed me off. I think it fucking sucked. There's like a full mission, which is like the last thing that I was doing, and the last thing Mac did when she was playing it, where you have to like steal a submarine off of like a cargo ship,
Okay.
and then the whole it's like a heist where you have to like blow up the cargo ship and steal this fucking like experimental fucking weapon that the U.S. military is using or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like crazy high level shit that like Trevor's just like put together. And then you do this whole thing, which it sucks. It like because you have to drive a submarine and it's so bad and it's like it moves like walking speed, and it's so bad and it's so boring. It's the most boring fucking thing in the world.
Dude, it was so funny just watching you struggle to like get the words out. You're like, it's like walking speed.
It's walking speed, bro. And you have to do it, and you have to go travel like a long distance twice on walking speed. And you do the whole thing, and then you get everything out, and then you're like, yeah, we fucking did it. And then Lester rolls up, and he's like, no, you can't do that. Like, now the government is gonna be after you, and you're like dead in a week. So go give it back. And then you give it back, and that's it. And that's the end of it.
I mean, that is pretty funny. Just having to turn around. It's like a disappointed parent, just like put the candy bar back on the shelf.
Yeah, dude.
You can't take that.
Lester's in like a hospital gown, and he just rolls up and he's like, "Put it back," and then you just do it, and then Trevor's real mad about it, and he's like pouting and shit.
I mean, I don't know. Having not actually played through the mission, that's really fucking funny.
Dude, it takes so long and it's so boring. It's so boring.
Yeah,
because-
ignoring the mission part of that,
Because
the story
also
of that.
also the beginning of it, like the intro to it being like you like scoping shit out, you have to like move cargo with like heavy machinery, like with like a fucking forklift. You have to like pick up of one of the like a cargo crate, like shipment,
Mhm.
and it's just nothing. Like you have to. And there's so many like different ways that you have to move these fucking cargo ships that is boring as shit. Also, I'm saying cargo ships like you're moving the boat. You're not. You're like in a fucking. You're in like a vehicle that turns with the back wheels, so it feels
What the
weird.
fuck?
It's so weird, and it's so boring. And you get to the end of it, and then you give it back, and it's awful. GTA 4 better. I stand on that shit.
I don't know. I've never played either, so I got no stake in this.
The online in 5 is obviously like significantly better.
I mean, yeah, GTA
But-
5 online is like a fucking. I don't know what even. It's like a.
It's like almost incomparable to like any other game.
Yeah, I think GTA 5 online has a case for just the best.
Yeah. I like stand on Minecraft all the time, but that one's got a shot. It's got a case, I feel like.
I think that Minecraft is mid.
Oh my fucking god. I can't stand the human you are.
Midcraft.
Piece of shit.
I don't know. I just don't feel any draw to like play Minecraft.
Like ever? Or like right now?
I mean, definitely right now, but like every time I've like wanted to play Minecraft, I've gone into it, and then I mean it's the thing of like you get into it for like a week or a couple
Yeah.
weeks or whatever, and then you're out of it.
The 2 weeks where all the boys want to play Minecraft.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
even
it gets a good 2 weeks.
but then recently it's not even been that for me. It's been like I've gotten maybe like a couple days or something out of it, and then the interest is just going quicker. Like it's just not there for me anymore. Like I just don't care about Minecraft all that much.
Yeah, you should die. And I mean that.
Oh,
For
okay.
real.
I mean, you're. I'm sitting here playing this game of zombies, and you're annoyed because it's like cutting me off from playing stuff. What do you think's gonna happen when I'm dead? What's your end game there?
I'll finally rest.
What are you talking about?
And watch over a grateful universe, bro.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about shit that's real.
Did you like get high without me noticing or
No.
something? What's going on
No,
here?
this is full sober. But fuck that guy.
So you telling me this is just who you are?
Yeah, I love adding real onto the end of things. Like it changes anything in the statement. Like I'm being real right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I I started thinking for a second. I was like, in what context could you say that something is real and have that actually change the context? And then it's like, oh, anything that you're saying, like you say something that sounds like unbelievable, but you're like, that was real though.
Real.
But like, if it actually is real, then that definitely changes the
Yeah.
context of what you were saying.
Dude, like I like Ollie earlier was like, bro, we gotta hit up Brendan to play some gunfights on New Year's Eve. And I was like, you know we like real life hate that guy, right?
Yeah, you adding real to that definitely changed the context of that.
Like it's not a joke. Like fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was kidding. And then I was like, all right. Like was he?
I don't know. I believe Ollie could have been joking about that.
I believe he was probably joking, but that he was like, I mean, maybe they're down. And if
Could have been like a joke, but if they said yes, then like
yeah,
whatever.
one of them.
Which
Also,
I could see.
dude, we got this fucking Swenson's place. It is awful. It is horrible.
What's wrong with it?
It's just garbage food. It's just garbage food, but not garbage food in the good way. Like garbage food, and then they have chicken tenders, and it's flat and dry.
Yeah.
And like every other bite, it compresses into nothing, and it sucked. I think Mac liked it, but Mac likes most food, and I don't.
Yeah,
Piss me
you're a
off.
bit of a prick about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say on the matter.
You get anything good for Christmas?
I got a cool Concorde jet Lego set. That's pretty sick.
I haven't even looked at any of the shit that you've gotten.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even know.
that's the only thing really of note that I got. It's pretty cool though. I mean it's a really nice set. I don't have the space to build it right now, but It's same thing with the Ninjago set that I have. As soon as I move into my own place,
I should
that
have
and the
moved
Concord,
I should have moved the mic.
probably. You were too far gone by the time I realized, so I was like,
Yeah,
fuck it,
me
whatever.
too. I got my Jordan Love jersey.
It's pretty sick.
You gonna be the GOAT. He that motherfucking man.
He's that guy.
And then on Christmas, so we went to my parents' house for Christmas, and we spent the majority of like the Christmas day there.
Yep.
And when we were there, me and Sky just spent most of the time like chilling on the couch. And then my mom like came downstairs and was like, "Hey, we got like a bunch of Nerf guns. Agatha like wants to play. Can you play with her?" And we were like, "Yeah, we've been like waiting for this shit. We've been like trying to find people to shoot at with these Nerf guns." So absolutely. And then Agatha walked downstairs, and then like as she was still on the stairs, she like was taking pot shots at us, like without even like I don't know if she was like pointed in our direction. Like I think that she just happened to shoot at us.
Maybe she direct hit me immediately.
Oh yeah, oh no, I mean she was shooting at us, but I don't know if she was like given directions to shoot at us. I don't know if my mom was like, "Hey, go shoot them too."
Oh yeah.
I think that she was just like, I'm gonna fucking get them.
Yeah, probably.
And then we spent the next like 30 minutes running around the house, fucking like getting angles and shit.
Yeah, we were. It was guerrilla warfare out
Yeah,
there
like-
on Christmas Day.
Like when she shot me, I fucking hopped the couch, and I hid behind there. It was, but I was out of breath the whole time because I'd been like part of me being sick was that like every time I moved around, I was immediately super out of breath. Camera battery died.
Oh, it's full dead.
Yeah, I got it most of the way there. We got like 50. Yeah, we got like 52 minutes out of it.
That's good enough.
I had hoped that it would get us an extra like 10.
Yeah, whatever. We'll do a short episode. We're sick.
Yeah.
We can just be like, yeah, fuck.
But yeah, we fucking did that. That was a good time. And I mean, Christmas was alright.
Yeah.
And then I watched football for a bit. Dude, Mac's grandparents are freaks. They are freak people. So I come in. I need you to know what they're watching on TV is car crash compilations.
Oh my god.
But also, like, whatever they were watching was not a good one. It was like people on. It was like crashes with people on like bicycles.
What
But
the
also,
hell?
most of them weren't actually crashes. It was just like a guy on a bike doesn't pay attention and gets way too close to a car.
It was like near misses.
And that was like the whole video. And then like sometimes it was just like the guy on the back, like guy gets hit and he goes out of control a little bit and he falls over. And I was like, what even is this? This is
Pretty
the
sweet.
worst car crash compilation I've ever seen in my life. And then they just started watching like hydraulic press videos. And then it was just like me, Mac, and her grandparents all sitting in a room being like, and then I was just silent because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then they're like, I wonder if the tungsten's gonna pop. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, what are we doing here?
No, that's kind of sick. Just a whole room of people watching, going, "What's gonna happen
Dude,
to the tungsten?"
Dude, and then they go, you guys want to play a game? And I was like, sure. I'll play a game. Maybe they got something. And then like I stopped paying attention for a second because like I'm just like talking with people. Like I'm not like looking around. And then all of a sudden on the screen comes up there's one of those spot the difference things. And then it's just like a video of spot the differences. Like 5 times. When there's 3 differences in this. We gotta make sure you find them. And I was like, what? And then we were just playing it. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, bro, spot the difference.
Oh, and then we did that for like 10 minutes. And then we watched like 2 different videos. And then Mac was like, and then they went out to like fix Mac's car. And I was like, what if they like both fell down and died out there? And then after like 10 minutes later, Mac was like, all right, we're going to go, guys. And then we left. And I was just like, what the fuck was that all about? Just watching car crash compilations, hydraulic press videos, and spot the difference on the TV in Mac's grandparents' living room. I was like, this is insane. This is an insane thing that's going on Christmas. This is on Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah,
That's like alien behavior.
yeah. This is subhuman shit. like I don't. And this is like what they do. Like they didn't put on the car crash thing when we came in. They were watching it before. Like her grandpa was just chilling in the chair, just watching. It's what he puts on the
exposure
TV.
Therapy.
It's what he puts in the. It's what he puts in the TV, dude. He fucking ever since he fucking drove that goddamn car through the wall. That's all he does. And it was insane.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. My parents didn't do anything weird like that. They just fucked up lunch and I didn't eat while I was there. There was like an issue with the oven or something, and they thought it was like cooking, but then it wasn't, and so food was gonna be another like hour, and I was just like, I'm not staying here and waiting for that. So that was my Christmas.
Yeah, and yeah. So then I just went to my parents, and then I went to Mac's grandparents, and then we came home, and then I was still sick, so I was like, I just need to go on my own. And then I made my fucking burrito bowl. Mac went to bed, and then I watched football for a while.
Sick.
And then like my bets hit. Fucking Ravens won. I got so hyped because this is fucking quarterback who is like not that good, but like his team is ridiculous. And like the rest of the team is ridiculous because he was like the last pick of the draft last year, so he's making no money. I think his contract is like $900,000, which obviously sounds like a shitload of money, but in the NFL the salary cap is like $200 million.
God damn.
And he's the quarterback, which is like by far the most expensive position. So when that position costs nothing, you can afford to stack up the rest of the team to the top. And so he's getting a lot of credit, like he's the GOAT, and he was really favored to win MVP, and then he threw 4 interceptions on Christmas night, and I was like, this is a miracle.
That's pretty funny.
So I had money in the other team too, and my fantasy game, and I thought I was gonna lose for a little bit. I got really scared.
We back though.
But now we're back, and I'm in the championship against the guy who drafted Deshaun Watson. He's the serial rapist who raped like 25 people.
Oh.
He drafted that guy. So.
I mean, hey, if he's good at footballing.
Well, he also isn't.
Well, there's no justification, man. What are you doing?
I don't know. But so now I'm hoping that I beat that guy. We're playing. There's $300 on the table right now.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And winner gets it. Winner gets 450 total. Loser gets 150. So $300 on the table right now.
Okay.
And
so you're guaranteed at least getting a little bit of money though.
Yeah, I'm guaranteed some money.
Hey, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
But dude, I'm like, I put too much effort into this fucking thing to lose. This is my like 3rd straight year doing this shit. I will be so upset if I lose that fucking game. Too much goddamn time to get too close. Right now, I think I'm gonna lose. I'm projected to lose, and my vibes are that I'm gonna lose.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
Comeback of the century.
I can still win. Like I feel like I'm gonna lose, but that's definitely not. I'm gonna lose. So yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
I'm giving a thumbs up, like you guys can see it.
Yeah, it's a thumbs up for me only. Thanks, Jack.
You're doing a good job on Mauer.
Thank you.
But you'd be doing even better if you didn't down that one time.
I agree with you.
Just want to make sure you know that.
It's just one of those things that kind of sucks. Like,
yeah.
If I had realized early on, like
that Mob of the Dead game that I had where I made it to around like 55 or 56 and I downed 30 times.
It's the same thing.
It's like the same thing.
Same exact thing.
Dude, it was so funny. That shit was like on my Black Ops 2 leaderboards back in the day. On Xbox Live, or like all my buddies, the other games where they're like, it's Mob of the Dead, so you down like 4 or 5 times. Like you die a little bit more because you can, and like your best run, you'll probably get away with it a little bit more. But I had fucking 30. But I got there. I downed like once a round, but only ever once.
Yeah.
I had good recoveries.
Yeah, dude, I'm thinking about what I would want to play after Mauer. I'm not sure where I want to go, but I'm thinking about replaying Mob at some point.
I think about playing Mob frequently.
The problem with Mob is like it's an easy map, but it's so slow.
Yeah, is you gotta keep yourself going the whole time.
Like if I'm playing a game like that, I'm like I think on Mob I'd want to get like a 200. That would be my goal. That's like 70 hours into the game. You hit 200.
Yeah, and you have like a 150 something run there, right?
Yeah, I think like low 150s.
Yeah, and the problem is that there's no incentive there for you unless you're getting to 150 until you're passing 150. I mean,
Yeah,
you know.
even I'd want to get 200 or the game doesn't matter to me.
Even if you got like a 180, you're like, damn,
Yeah.
wasting my time here.
Maybe not wasting my time necessarily, but I'm not like happy with the game, you know. It's like I still played a good game of zombies, but it's not what I wanted out of it.
All right, yeah.
Yep, that's it. Thanks for watching and at the end listening to Pot of the Dead.
Another low viewed episode of Pot of the Dead. Thank you for watching.
As they tend to be.
Goodbye.